You are listening to the People First podcast.
People First is a self-advocacy group run by people with learning disabilities, and People First podcast is a platform to raise awareness about real issues that affect people with learning disabilities in our community and all around the world.
We aim to inform and entertain our listeners by interviewing interesting guests and talking about the things that really matter to us. This is like having a stage to speak out and get our voices heard.
Hello and welcome to the People First podcast. This week's episode is going to be a bit different to our usual shows, as this week will be our Christmas special. Instead of doing an interview, we decided that the members of our podcast team would each lead a segment where they can talk about something Christmassy. My name is Tom and I will be hosting the episode. We really hope you enjoy our Christmas themed episode. First off, we have Daniel, who is going to talk about our office top 5 Christmas songs.
We decided to have a vote in our office that task Christmas song included Little Monkey and White Christmas by Big Crosby. We can pay for them on over, but we have made a playlist with all of the songs on Out 13, which is about on Spotify, on Out website and social media. Everyone in the office got one vote, and this is our top 5 Christmas songs. Number 5, Last Christmas, Wham, Jingle Bell, Rock, Long Helms, Go Forth, Those Reindeer, Oh I Went Off, Christmas You by Kerry and Rocking Around the Christmas Tree by Bobby Day, Miss Mary's Bird Child by Donny M. Singing this. Now It's the Christmas by Band-Aid, and our others. I think that Christmas song is The Tale of New York, The Post. Wow, Tom. There's a prize. There's a prize. Start up this. First for popular and song.
Thanks, Daniel, for that segment of the show. If you think we were wrong in our office, you'll have to let us know by tweeting us at PFKC Podcast. Next up, we have David, who is going to be reading some Christmas recipe ideas that you could use for your Christmas dinner.
We decided to do some recipes for roast potatoes in duck fat. There are 7 different oils you could use to cook your roast potatoes, but I think the duck fat is the best if you have vegetarian. We would recommend use coconut oil as a substitute. When I do my sprouts, I cook them with bacon and double cream, which can make some people least favorite part of Christmas dinner taste much better. We really recommend that you use a local organic free range turkey for our Christmas dinner because animals' welfare is important and we thinking about tasting a little better. Final here is my recipe for pigs in the blankets. Heat the oven for 200 degrees for a fan oven. Place a bacon and chop board using a knife. Stretch and flatten the bacon. Put each strip of bacon in half and cross the wrap each pieces of bacon around the chipolata sausage. Place everything in a roast tray and roast it for 16 minutes till it goes golden and brown and cook it through. I hope you enjoyed listening to my tips and recipes and good Christmas dinner for everybody.
I know I'll be using duck fat to do my roast potatoes, and I'll have to use that recipe for my pigs in blankets this year. Thanks for all those recipe tips, David. Next up, we're going to go through our top 5 Christmas films as voted for by our office members at People First, Keighley and Craven. Christmas films are a staple of the holiday season. How many of our top films have you seen? Taking us through this list is Graham.
Thanks for that, Tom. We came up with a list of Christmas films, which included Saturday and Nightmare Before Christmas. But this was our favourite 5. Fifth, The Snowman, a classic short based on the storybook. This British film is precisely film with a military number but walking in the air. 4. The Polar Express. This animated film starred Tom O'Hanks and used motion capture 2GI to great effect. It existed as the first all-digital capture film in history. 3rd, I've a very popular world horror movie starred British life and adventure in New York upon discovering it a woman. Many people would probably put this forth. 2nd, Christmas Carol, the child-ditching story that had many adaptations from to Jude, Matt Duck. My favourite adaptation is the Muppet version. 1st, our top Christmas film by a sheer margin of 6 votes is Home Alone. Young Kevin gets left at home over the Christmas holidays when his family goes away and his freedom turns to danger when he defends the house against the rat bandits. This family favourite is a perfect Christmas film to set you in the holiday spirit. Right to the fit list, I'd like to thank everyone in our efforts for voting. Happy Christmas, Mother Watson, for all our listeners.
Thanks for that list, Graham. My favourite Christmas film is Home Alone, so I'm glad that it won. Remember to let us know your favourite Christmas films, as we'd love to hear from our listeners. Perhaps we'll even watch it as a Christmas social night in the future. Next up, Jane is going to tell you about some of the fun activities you might be able to get up to over Christmas.
We spoke to people in our office about what kinds of games they play with their family and friends over the Christmas period. Here, some of the games are our members said they played over Christmas with their family and friends. Charades, pass the present, Monopoly, Cracker Games, Pictionary, the logo game, Harry Potter quiz, Christmas quizzes, Cluedo, Trivial Pursuit, Bingo, card games, Rummy Cub, Christmas karaoke, Scrabble. Sometimes we've played bingo in the office for a social night. I don't play many games over Christmas, but it is a very fun thing to do over the holidays when everyone is around and doesn't have to go out and do work. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you for sharing some of those games with us, Jane. We hope that you have a good time over Christmas with some of those games and activities. Our final segment is going to be presented by Luke, who is going to talk about some last-minute Christmas gift ideas, perfect for anyone who is planning on doing some last-minute Christmas shopping on Amazon. Over to you, Luke.
Thank you very much for the introduction, Tom. My segment is all about gift ideas. For example, this year, one of my gift ideas to Santa Claus is a brand new Braille watch. The reason why I've asked for a Braille watch is I'm registered blind and I can't see without lifting up a screen to feel something. Braille watch would be good because I can lift it up to feel the time. But here are also some good gift ideas for other people. I could buy Mum some candles because Mums like smelly things because it helps them relax. I could buy Dad aftershave because it makes him clean after shaving. I could buy a friend chocolate because they like chocolate as well as me. Maybe I think it would make them a good sharing present. I could get a colleague in the Secret Santa a diary or a journal, as this would really help them with their work days. I could get a sibling a new book to read, and this could be a story or a picture book, depending on what I think they might like. Finally, I could get a grandparent a jigsaw, because, for example, I know my grandma likes jigsaws. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you all get what you want this Christmas, and to all our listeners out there, have a wonderful Christmas, and thanks for all your support this year. We look forward to seeing you fresh and ready for the new start in the new year.
Well, I have done my Christmas shopping, so I don't need to take a closer look at that list. Maybe you'll be getting one of those gifts we have mentioned under the tree from Santa this year, if you're not on the naughty list. That just about wraps up our special Christmas episode. We'd just like to thank every one of our listeners for your support over 2022. It's been a year of so many positives for the show, and we can't wait to get back into it next year and keep the show growing and improving. We will be taking January away from uploading new episodes, concentrate on some work to improve the podcast for when we come back. Keep an eye out for early February for our first show of 2023. Thanks again for listening, and Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening to the People First podcast this year. And remember to like and share on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so as we can make the podcast grow even bigger next year and get far, far more listeners in. Thank you for listening again.